We're so honored to start this show on a week when we just had a historic visit by Pope Francis in the Washington, D.C. metro area. People looking for hope, believing in hope. And we think doing good is exactly how you can experience that hope. We know that one person can make a difference on this show, and hopefully you'll meet some people today that leave you inspired, empowered, and even blessed.
What Tom's able to do that I can't do, and I'd say most people here at Smith Camp Company are not able to do, is to connect with these young people, and that's extremely important.
Tom pretty much gives hope, where other training opportunities just simply says, I'm going to train you for a job. Tom actually transitions people from believing in themselves, believing in their ability, to actually believing in a career success plan.
I'm excited. I am inspired, I'm motivated, I'm committed, I'm honored, and I'm focused. All I'm saying to the world with this platform is, you're doing more good than you think. Doing good is all around us, and I felt honored to start with a very good friend of mine who's dedicated over 30 years of his life to making sure that those who may have had some challenges have a place to lay their heads. Manna Inc. has been a place, a beacon of hope for thousands of families. And my good buddy, Reverend Jim Dickerson, has been committed to this cause for over 3 decades. And I feel honored to be able to meet with him today. So we're going to talk a little bit about the good that he's doing in the community. Well, we're here over in Northeast Washington, D.C. with a very dear friend, a very faithful man, been working hard in the vineyard, touching thousands and thousands of families. Reverend Jim Dickerson, founder of Manna Inc. What's up, brother?
Good.
How's it going, man?
Great to be with you.
Listen, I'm so happy to be here. I'm excited.
Thank you.
When I think about people that really epitomize the message we want to come across on this show, doing good, you're one of the first people I think of, brother. And we've have done a few things together over the past year or so, but you've been laboring quite a while. So I kind of want to ask you, when you think of doing good, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Well, the first thing is giving back a little bit of what I've been given. It's just that simple. It's I've been given, I feel like, more than I give, and I get from the doing more in return than I give.
So how many homes would you say you helped?
I say 1,500.
1,500?
Yeah, I've been...
1,500
Yeah,
homes.
We started Manna in '82 and with, I was running a program called Hope in a Home that's still in existence. And that's started that, and out of that, the families, it was a transitional housing program.
Was that started here in D.C.?
Right here in D.C.
Okay.
The families, the first round of families in that program that we had were ready to graduate. And they told me that, from the program and move on and give us the property, the apartment they were living in back, and we started over with another family. But this first group said, look, we don't want to go back too old to a bad rental. I said, what do you want to do? And they said, we want to own a home. So we started buying property. Back then they were giving properties away, at least in these neighborhoods. Wow. $5,000.
What neighborhoods were you starting with?
Well, we started in Shaw.
In Shaw, right.
And we did 300 homes in Shaw.
Wow.
And we have a church and a community center down there. And we're not done, but it's all gentrified now. But we got more plans. But then we did over the place, east of the river, every place we could find property.
Yeah. So I'm going to challenge you here. I'm going to ask you in 15 seconds.
15 seconds.
What would be a message of doing good you would want to inspire the audience at home to take on?
To doing good?
to doing good? What encouragement or inspiration to doing good would you offer our audience?
Well, I think find what you really love to do, and it can be a small thing. It can be a great thing. It doesn't have to be this. But it has to be something that you do that has to do with what gives you life, that is upbuilding to you. I don't care if you just say bless you to those people who are in the check line at the Giant or wherever, Safeway. I don't care if it's just small acts of kindness. I don't care if it's a large dream of changing the world, whatever it is. Get in it and start living your life from that positive energy of doing good. How's that?
Well, Reverend Jim, I just want to thank you.
That's more than 15 seconds. How many seconds was that?
My brother,
I can't do 15 seconds.
I know, it's all good. It's all good on
And
this
I
show.
love you.
Listen,
I
brother,
love what
so
you
much.
do. I'm your follower. You're my inspiration. So don't tell me I'm yours. And I'm just in here doing.
I'm not going to tell you because you told me not to, but you are an inspiration, and I'm so grateful to have been here to spend this time with you this morning. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, and I love the work we do together, brother. And I just love the way God has put us together and the things that I see happening down the road. But thank you for everything that you've done, and keep on doing good. Hey, we're here with my sister, Sarah Scruggs. We're still over here at Manna. Every time I see her, she's out in the community, just helping people, fighting for equality. How you doing today, Sarah?
I'm doing good.
Oh, wow. She nailed it. I talked to Reverend Jim earlier about a lot of the great things in the history of this great organization and some of the things he's very passionate about. But I've seen you around, and we've worked together on some pretty cool things like Paint the Block. That was really cool.
It was.
This responsible banking ordinance and that whole piece, trying to get equality in banking and lending for all of our neighbors, things like that. And so how'd you get caught in this whole manna thing?
Reverend Jim told me that Jesus said I had to come and work here.
Oh, that's it? That's how.
So that really is how it started.
If I was to ask you, what are you doing these days that would be considered good, and why?
What we're doing these days is what we've always been doing, but I work with a group called the Housing Advocacy Team, and it's a group of mostly DC residents, some that have purchased through Manna, some that just care about affordable housing and banking issues, that just want to be advocates in the city. They want to make sure that people that are coming into the city understand that this is a city that has a lot of need in regards to equity and affordable housing, and that this issue affects all of us, whether you need it or not, and trying to plug people into ways that they can give back and be a part of the city. So that's the most exciting place for me. And then there are important issues that we're working on as well, like the responsible banking ordinance that you talked about. I mean, we've got huge banking and lending deserts in certain parts of our city, specifically
I love that term,
Ward.
banking and lending deserts.
It's true,
absolutely true.
especially in Ward 7 and Ward 8. And
Ward 15.
Ward 15. your term. But it's catching on.
Yeah.
And in certain communities too, African American population. And those are things that we need to address. And so I've loved that work because it's really brought in a lot of partners like you and others from Wards 15 into the legislative process in a way where your voices are on the cutting edge. And oftentimes that doesn't happen. There are advocacy efforts that get led by other people that aren't actually working and living in Wards 7 and 8. And that got me going too.
Yeah.
And that gets me excited.
So what is it like around here on a normal day? Is it really calm? Because right now it's like really calm. Are they putting on a front for us? I mean, is it a little nutty? Is it a family environment?
I feel like it's a family environment, and you've got folks that have recently come on, and then also people that have come through the Home Buyers Club themselves here at Manna and purchased that are now running the Home Buyers Club. So they've been around for forever. And so the thing I love about working at this place is that we treat the people that come in here like family. And we're going to help you out. We're going to get you to a good place. We're going to make sure that you have the connections you need to make things work for you. And it can be a really quiet place like you saw this morning because people are hard at work, but it can also be a nutty place. I remember the last building that we sold all of the condos in. We were so excited because it had been impacted by the recession. It took us a long time to be able to settle all of those units. And we ended up doing a Congo line down the hallway.
Wow, that hole was pretty long.
It is long, so I was videotaping
Serious
it. I
Congo
sent it
line,
to the homeowners. We sent it to
Wow.
the lenders that had partnered with us,
Wow.
and so we do like to celebrate. And
And I spent a great deal of time over the last year or two joining forces to advocate for many of our neighbors. And I've always appreciated the heavy lifting that you're willing to do, that you bring to the issue to help those of us that may not be as well versed. But more than anything, I just think the spirit that you bring to the fight. I mean, you're no chump by any means, but I love the gentle approach you take to getting people just to see what's right. And so when I think of doing good, you're another one of those people. And that's why I wanted to start with you all on my first episode, because you have some people that I've been running with for a while, and I love the way you do good. And not just because you work for Manna. I appreciate the personal doing good spirit that you represent. And we can have some laughs and chuckle a bit. I mean, I wish you all could have seen some of the things we were cutting up about. I mean, really, what we share in common is that we both are disappointed in life that neither one of us could grow a fro growing up. I mean, really. No, really, I couldn't grow a fro. About an inch was the highest. It was all matted, and then I started to try to get a part, and it was an absolute mess. And Sarah, what was your problem? Why couldn't you grow a fro?
well, I was 8 years old, and it was one of my goals in life. And I told my friend Novell, I was like, man, I just want to grow a fro. And she said, Sarah, you got white girl hair. You're not going to be able to grow a fro. And then it dawned on me. I was like, oh, I do have white girl hair. And it's different than your hair. So I guess this ain't happening.
Yeah, it ain't happening, sister. It's all good. They have fro wigs now. It's all good. But it sounds like some happy time. And listen, I know that you have a busy day, but I've certainly enjoyed hanging out with my sister.
And I've enjoyed being with you.
So, Sarah, tell the people at home how you're doing.
I'm doing good.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun, sister. I love you.
Thank you so much. Love
I
you too.
appreciate it. Thank you. We have something very special coming up. We're going to get my buddy Steve Benson to join us with that great guitar. And we're going to hear some beautiful music from my sister, Ayana Gregory.
Right here on the Doing Good Show. What am I waiting for? I think I'm ready now. Forget what they told me. World can't hold me. You know that you want more. What are you waiting for? I think you're ready now. Forget what they told you.
Hello, this is Tom Brown, and we're here again doing good. But I tell you, I don't think it gets any gooder. I'm here with my sister, Ayana Gregory. How you doing, sis?
Hey, Tom, I'm good.
Yeah, I just think I should tap you up.
All right, okay.
Listen, I've been enjoying your music, your talent, your gift for quite some time. And today we got just a taste of all the giftings that God has given you. Tell me when you first started realizing you want to use it for the good.
It was probably after college. I went to Howard University and I studied.
The other HU.
The other HU, yes, exactly. I studied sociology and African studies, and immediately after I finished undergrad, I went into the public schools. I was teaching. And I remember there was this pivotal moment. I was teaching at an after-school program, and we were trying to get the teenagers to get the headphones off so we could teach this lesson. And I thought to myself, if I could meet them in the headphones, then I would have a greater impact.
Yeah.
And that's when it dawned on me, this gift that you've had, that you've seen as a hobby, is part of your life work. Yeah. So it went from the background to the foreground.
So you wrote a song
I did.
paying tribute to your dad.
I did.
And I know there had to be a special connection that you were able to establish through that. And I wonder, can you do a little piece?
I'll do a little piece of it, just a little bit.
And, you get out there, I might jump in the background,
Okay.
help you out a little bit. It's all good.
If you feel it, Okay, I'll give you a little piece. 1932, somehow Mama knew God had a plan for you. With a light around your head, some tried to hurt you, but you made them laugh instead. Funny man, superstar, change of plans, the movement called 10 kids and a wife, but human rights became your life.
So, it doesn't take more than a few seconds to see that you are fully committed to. But most people would be afraid and not really making. That's why I love this show, is that we're able to make the connection, because people hear like what you said earlier about being a revolutionary, and they automatically get apprehensive and a little guarded. Yet what you shared with us today and what your legacy shows, and certainly your dad and your family, is that it's actually doing good.
Yeah.
It's all about leveling the playing field. It's all about opening up the possibilities for those who otherwise would be hopeless or without representation. And so tell me what that's like today. What's your doing good message that you enjoy living out, or even if you don't enjoy it, that you're committed to today?
Well, in the spirit of my father's legacy, I tell the truth. In a society that is built on lies, I'm simply telling the truth. So if that is talking to young people about the greatness of who they are, if it's asking them, what are you pretending not to know? Let's just clear away all of the illusions about what this life is really about and get down to it. God put something inside of you that only you can bring to the table. What is it? Is your 9 to 5 serving it? Is your church serving it? Is your day-to-day routine serving what you were put here to do? Period. It ain't got nothing to do with money. It ain't got nothing to do with how many likes you get on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with what is your unique gift and how is that going to play out into the greater vision of healing for the planet, of freedom and liberation for all of us. It has nothing to do with taking anything from anybody.
Yeah, how powerful is that?
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. That was awesome. That was truly a gift to us.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you. And let's keep doing good.
Let's keep doing good.
That's right.
You got this one.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
We're going to have a very special interview with family, friends, and we have here at Daniel Todd. If you haven't been there, you need to get here. We're down here on 13th and 8th Street Northeast, about to have a good time, but we're going to share some good news for you. And I'm looking forward to some good singing, some good eating, and some good news. Where we always say, you're liable to find us somewhere doing good. Today to be talking with the Thompsons here. Tina Thompson has been going overseas, blessing families in West Africa for the past 8 years, and I believe she's setting up to take her 9th journey. And to me, doing good is not just about your community. It's not just about where you live. It's about a spirit that even can cross oceans. And Tina, you've been doing that a long time, and I wanted to know what caused you to be a part of this movement.
Well, I am a 7th generation descendant of Kunta Kinte. Alex Haley is my 6th or 7th cousin. And that's what drove me over to Gambia to meet my family. Once I was over there, I saw the great need in the village, not only with my family, but with the people in Gambia, West Africa, and I wanted to help.
So how long have you been doing this?
I've been traveling to Gambia since 2006. I actually started my work in 2010 doing my mission. And I officially got registered as a nonprofit organization in 2012.
So, Joan, tell me a little bit about the work you've done prior to, and how you all came to work together, and some of the things that you all are able to do, some of the things you do specifically to help support this mission?
I wanted something to do when I retired, and Reverend Petty said, "You work with international?" I said, "Yes, I want to do that." So we had a project with Liberia, and we worked with the True Light Ministry in New Jersey, and from New Jersey we helped them with a container. So I was involved in putting that process together, doing the container, sending it over to Liberia. Then he told me about Tina's project. And I said, well, we can help. And I met with Tina, and Tina and I became, I guess, good friends. And we started working together and putting this project together.
This is Tom Brown, and we're still doing good here with Tina Thompson here at Danny Todd's on 13th and 8th Street Northeast. A place that people can gather, place that people can find safety, comfort, fellowship, love. And that's the kind of experience I've had each of the times I've been here. So I just want to thank you for following your vision and congratulate you on this establishment. So I wonder if you would just share a little bit about how long you've been here and your commitment to this mission and how you got involved with allowing Danny Todd to be the host site of this great mission project and the fundraising events they do.
I've been here for a little over 3 years, and I wasn't sure I would open up the store or not, and I'm in the catering business also. And I went on here forward and opened the store, and everyone seemed to have gravitated towards this place. And sometimes in life, things are placed in your lap, and you gotta go with it. So I'm thankful for that. One day, Tina came to me to bring some pies, and she happened to look around and she said, "You know what? I'm doing the thing for Africa," which I had known about years. I've been hearing about Tina promoting and doing a lot of wonderful work and taking time out of her life to make sure this thing happened in Africa. So when she asked me, it was no brainer. I said yes. You know,
neither one of us wants to be the first to say. Neither one of us wants to be the first to say. Neither one of us wants to be the first to say, farewell, my love, goodbye.
Y'all know everybody want to be a pip, right, when they hear that song? Listen, my name is Tom Brown, and thank you so much for joining in to Doing Good. Thank you for joining us for today's episode of Doing Good. Hopefully you were inspired, motivated, and even blessed. But I'll tell you, one person can make a difference by simply doing good. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.
I know, yes I know, change gonna come. Oh, yes it will.
Yes, it will be. Now let's do a little bit of encouragement.
Beautiful shot, Alan. Beautiful shot right there. Keep looking that way you was just looking. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Sometimes you have to speak victory over the task. And no matter how you feel, speak the words and you will be. Speak over yourself, encourage yourself, yeah, in the Lord. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Sometimes you have to speak victory over the task. And no matter how you feel, speak the word
We'll be right back with a very special treat. I want to thank my brother Steve, who was here earlier with us with Ayana Gregory. And we're going to keep doing good.
Right here on the Do Good Show. Yeah, yeah. We got to do that again. Sorry.
3, 2, 1, action.
He said take it from the top. What's it? Oh, the top.
Right here on the Do. Okay, got it.
Are you catching this?
Here we go. 3.
Man, go sit down somewhere. We'll be right back with something very special. I want to thank my buddy Steve and my sister Ayana Gregory.
Too much thinking.
I literally froze. I want to try to be funny on that one.
All right. We're going.
That's what life's all about.
All right.
Stop laughing. Stop laughing.
3, 2. Now they got the bug. It's gonna be difficult.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Sarah.
I'm serious. You got to get yourself together.
People at home want to be serious. Good luck with that. All right.
All right, we start.
So we're here with my sister Sarah Scruggs. We're here at Manna, and every time I see Sarah, she's out there fighting for equality. So how you doing today, Sarah?
I'm doing great.
No, the show is doing good.
I forgot.